and welcome back to Dashiki Films. Today we are journeying back to the bustling streets of turn of the century, New York, a city of soaring ambition but also of crowded tenements and a constant unseen threat. This is a story of a woman who was not a criminal, not an enemy of the state, but who, through a twist of medical fate, became known as the most dangerous woman in America. This is the tragic, complex legacy of Typhoid Mary. Imagine a young woman, fresh-faced and determined, in migrating from Ireland in the late 1800s. Her name was Mary Mallon. She was a cook, and a brilliant one at that. Families of means sought her out of her skill, her roast chicken and peach ice cream becoming a staple of their summer menus. Mary was healthy, vibrant, and full of the energy that comes with a life of purpose. But wherever Mary went, a quiet, invisible killer followed. For years, a trail of sickness and death followed her from one kitchen to the next. In one home, 2 weeks after she began cooking, all 7 residents fell ill with typhoid fever. She moved on. At a family in Long Island, 6 more people were struck down. Health authorities were baffled. They searched for contaminated water, for bad food, for any environmental cause they could find. But the outbreaks were a puzzle with no clear solutions. The disease would appear, then vanish as mysterious as it came. The puzzle landed on the desk of a sanitary engineer named George Soper, a man as meticulous as a detective. He began his investigation not by looking for a place, but for looking for a person who was a common denominator in all the outbreaks. His search led him to a single, astonishing conclusion. The source of the plague wasn't the food, it wasn't the water, it was the cook. It was Mary Mallon. When Soper finally tracked her down, he found a woman who was a picture of health. She had no symptoms, no fever, no physical sign of the devastation she carried within her. She was a biological paradox, an asymptomatic carrier. Soper tried to explain it to her, to tell her that her body, a bursting factory of typhoid germs, was unknowingly spreading death to those around her. Mary, a proud and fiercely independent woman, reacted with fury. She believed she was a perfectly healthy person being accused of a crime she couldn't possibly have committed. She denied everything, refused to be tested, and saw Soper not as a public health official but as a deranged man trying to ruin her life. What followed was a heartbreaking clash between individual rights and public necessity. With her hands, She could bring life-giving food, but also death. The health authorities saw no other choice. They forcibly removed her from her home and placed her in isolation on a desolate island in the East River. For nearly 3 years, Mary was a prisoner. She was the subject of medical scrutiny and public fascination. But her spirit of defiance never broke. When she was finally released on the condition that she never cooked for others again, she was given a simple job as a laundress. But Mary was a professional cook, and the laundress wage could not sustain her. It was too little, too late. So she did what she knew best. She changed her name and went back to cooking. Five years later, the typhoid trail reappeared. An outbreak at a maternity hospital, and once again, the source was a newly hired cook with a secret. Mary Mallon was a carrier, and a tragedy waiting to happen. The authorities were forced to confine her once more. She would spend the rest of her life, nearly 3 more decades, in forced isolation. The story of Typhoid Mary is not just a historical curiosity. It's a complex and tragic tale that forces us to ask difficult questions about where the line is drawn between individual freedom and the collective safety of society. Her case became a landmark in the history of epidemiology, revolutionization, our understanding of asymptomatic carriers, and the critical need for public health measures. Mary Mallon may have been seen as a villain, but her story is a stark reminder of the complexities of the human condition and the power of an invisible threat. As we continue to face our modern public health challenges, her legacy remains a powerful lesson in the delicate balance of liberty and public well-being.
Nanyuki, here we come! Nanyuki, here we are. Welcome to Nanyuki. Guys, we have reached our destination. We are here at Nanyuki, and we are about to get something to eat. So let's go and see what we are having, guys. Yes, guys. So we have made our order and we are waiting for the order to be prepared. So guys, that was it, and we have had our day here at Chicken in Nanyuki, a very beautiful place. Yes guys.